Ayun, paki-check na lang kung may audio kami. Magandang umaga. Ako po si Trixie Cruz-Angeles. Ito po ang Luminous. Na matraffic eh. Kaya ako nagla-live. So sayang yung oras. Ngayon, napansin ko at nabasa din po natin ang article ni Boss Bobby Tiglao sa Manila Times. At ang sinasabi niya ay ang basihan daw ng ICC investigation ay puro Rappler. So, totoo naman po yon. Explain lang po natin na mabilisan dito ha. Bakit hindi significant? Kasi pinost ni Boss Bobby yung mga sources na sinasite ng ICC para ituloy yung investigasyon. Now, let's go back a little. May mga nag-file ng reklamo doon sa International Criminal Court. At kapag sinafile yan, pupunta yan doon sa Office of the Special Prosecutor. Ang Special Prosecutor, magde-determine siya kung may basihan ito at pwedeng ituloy, mag-iimbestiga siya kung maaaring mag-open ng investigation. Okay, that's step one. Apparently, nung si Fatu Bensouda pa po ang special prosecutor, ang finding niya dapat imbestigahan to, mag-open ng formal investigation. Pag formal investigation kasi may mga mahistrado na uupo at magde-determine kung itutuloy ito sa hukuman. So nagbukas nga ng investigation at nag-determine na mayroong basihan para ituloy ito into a formal investigation. Okay, ngayon, ang sinasabi nila is gusto ngayon mag-i-open yung formal investigation at mag-examine ng mga witnesses itong special prosecutor. Bago na po. Ngayon, ito yung tanong. Nagpo-proceed sila into a formal investigation kahit na ang basihan nila ay puro hearsay. Ito yung sabi ni Boss Bobby Tiglao and I agree with him. Kasi in court, pwede ka lang tumistigo kapag ikaw mismo ang naka-witness ng insidente. So, there are eyewitnesses, ear witnesses, and so on. So, capable, ang definition natin ng pagiging isang saksi ay capable using your senses to have appreciated or na sense, kumbaga using any of your senses, yung insidente that is in question. For you to be a witness, kailangan ikaw ang nakakita o ikaw ang nakarinig o ikaw ang natamaan and so on. So, dito, kung ang source ninyo ay Rappler or any newspaper, whether or news media, ABS-CBN and so on, who are all cited in the report, ito po ay hearsay. Bakit? Hindi naman po yung reporter ang naka-witness na-interview nila yung alleged witness. So, yung reporter or yung report mismo from ABS-CBN or any of these news outlets are not indicative of are not direct testimonies. So, para sa atin, wala nang basihan para tumuloy to a formal investigation kasi hindi pa nila alam based on solid evidence which is a direct testimony by witnesses. Now, assuming na meron sila, kasi may sinasite doon ang Human Rights Watch, who also did interview. So again, hearsay, no? Pero assume not admitting na mayroong kahit isa or a few na alleged victims of this, ano ba to? Ano ba yung crime na ina-allege nila? Genocide or something like that. Assuming na meron silang mapakita na gano'n, kailangan mapatunayan o kailangan meron man lang kahit paano ebidensya na ito ay state policy o polisiya na inimpose ng head of state at the time. So, wala pa tayong nakikita. Ang sinasabi nila, maraming patayan, pero ito ba ay state policy? Meron bang utos na huwag nyo nang arestuhin yan, patayin nyo lang, and so on. Without this important evidence to proceed to a formal investigation, hindi dapat nag-proceed to a formal investigation. Pero ayan na nga, andito na tayo. Bakit ganon? 'Di ba? Ang hina ng ebidensya. And ito pa, nahuli na natin kahit noon pa na ang Rappler, hindi nila sinasabi kung sino yung source nila, kung bakit noong time na yon ay paakyat ng paakyat yung mga allegations nila of number of bodies until umabot dun sa punto na nasa plus 20,000 na. Pero pag tinanong mo anong basehan ng inyong mga numbers, sinasabi nila we have to protect our sources. Bukod pa doon, sinasabi nila later on na, o sige, naglabas ng statistics daw ang PNP dun sa number of people who were killed during drug operations, and at the time there were something like 3,000. And then later on 5,000, then later on 7,000. Hindi na masyadong umangat after 7,000, pero ang lumilitaw na numbers dito, 12,000 to 30,000. Nasaan ngayon yung evidence? Maaari niyong gamitin na evidence yung statistics ng PNP, yes, but you will still have to determine if those statistics have basis in the actual body count and so on. So, assume na natin na tama yan sa PNP because sila yung opposing party dito. Okay. Pero, hindi enough eh. Okay? Bakit? The last time I looked, of course, baka tumaas na yon, ay nasa 7,000 yung allegedly napatay in the course of these operations against drug dealers. So, ayun. So, tama yung sinasabi ni Boss Bobby Tiglao na based on hearsay, halos walang ebidensya, and yet tumutuloy-tuloy yung investigasyon. Kailangan natin i-determine, kailangan na rin natin examinin bakit pinag-iinitan tayo, kasi pwede na rin natin sabihin pinag-iinitan tayo. Ang nipis ng ebidensya para tumuloy-tuloy ang ganitong klaseng investigasyon. But, we're not questioning that anymore. Kaya it's important to talk about it para alam natin yung mga pangyayari. Pero officially, hindi natin pag-uusapan, hindi na natin gagawing bahagi ng appeal or unless mag-reserve tayo na hindi natin wini-waive yung right natin to say that there is no jurisdiction. Sabi ni BJ Cans, bakit si FPRRD lang ang i-check nila? I-check din nila ang mga Aquino, L, and so on. Merong Melo Yap daw na pwedeng medyo off topic na ako gamitin daw ako against Attorney Libayan. Well, sige, I'll make a statement on that. O sige, off topic sandali. I don't know what Mr. Melo Yap is saying, but Attorney Libayan and I can disagree on certain things, di ba? We can disagree on points of law, which is what lawyers do all the time. But that doesn't mean that Attorney Libayan has done anything wrong or that he has anything like a wrong opinion or anything like that. Sometimes we just have different opinions, and I hold him in high esteem as a lawyer and as a person who gives good information here as a blogger as well, because I have not seen anything na hindi niya binabase sa law as a jurisprudence. So I would like to ask people to not pit me or anybody, any of the bloggers, particularly lawyer bloggers, against each other. Ako wala talaga akong masamang tinapay sa kahit na sino vlogger. As you know very well, na kahit yung mga nang-iinsulto sa amin ay hindi namin sila hindi namin sila either pinapansin or hindi namin kailangan pang sagutin. Okay? Bakit po sa ICC sila nag-file, hindi sa Korte ng Pilipinas? Para nilang sinabi, wala silang tiwala sa justice system. In fact, I think one of the reasons na fina-file nila abroad is for maximum exposure. Alam natin that this is acoustic warfare, tinatawag natin, di ba? Ano ba yung acoustic warfare? Ang sinasabi nila sa military or or in any firefight, ang acoustic warfare ay barilan lang na walang tinatamaan or walang namamatay, walang ano, hindi seryoso. Ito ay acoustic warfare because it's all sound and fury, signifying nothing, ika nga ni Shakespeare. Na puro ingay lang, it's all media hype and it's all of that, pero when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the presentation of evidence, nga. Sabi ni Janelle, bakit ganun naturingan silang international court pero di naman nila alam ang term na factual evidence versus chismis para maging basis ng investigation. Well, like I said, there might be different reasons. Ito nga yung sinasabi ng ibang mga komentarista na baka iba yung dahilan kung bakit nila pinapasukan itong issue na ito. Remember what I said na before na kapag you acquire the size of your enemy. So, para ikaw lumaki, kailangan malaki ang kalaban mo. And sino ba ang pinaka-popular noon na presidente? President Duterte. And he wasn't just popular here in the Philippines, he was popular abroad as well. Tapos, naghihikayat ang ibang mga tao who are protecting the current social order na masyado tong maangas. Masyadong maraming tao na kumakampi sa kanya at hindi na nila sinusunod yung order, like hindi sila sumusunod dun sa law and order, peace and order and all of that. He is changing the rules of the game because the reason the former President Duterte was is such an important person up to now is because he showed that it can be done, that things can be changed, and that sometimes we have to attack the very system supposedly protecting our rights because what they do is only uphold the current social order where the rich seem to have more rights than everybody else. So, bakit hindi i-check ng ICC mga NPA na pinatay ang mga IPs ganun? Well, of course, that's true, no? Bakit hindi nila ginagawa itong mga ito? Nevertheless, it's not an argument that we can use in that court. We can use it outside in the court of public opinion. But as as a means to stop an investigation, that's not going to work. But it is still true. I'm not saying it's not true. You're right. Uh, Sabi ni Ma'am Kat, whoever is against the anti-drug efforts must be benefiting from it. That is true. Or benefit directly or indirectly, di ba? Pwedeng ikaw ay narco-politician. Pwedeng ikaw ay, ano ba to? Part of the drug trade. Or you're accepting donations from drug dealers and so on. So that's it. Yeah, yes, of course, people who are against the drug war. Well, but there are people also who were concerned. Hindi natin tatanggalin the fact that there are some people who are genuinely concerned about victims. Genuinely concerned to protect rights. Kasi kahit sa PNP, inaamin nila na meron talagang masasamang elemento even among themselves. So it is important na kinuhuli natin yung mga ganon para hindi nila dinadama yung ibang matitinong mga miyembro ng kapulisan natin, ng pulisya natin. So, it doesn't mean that everybody who is opposed to certain aspects of the drug war are necessarily bad people or are benefiting from it. Posible rin na there's a genuine concern. Now, may mga bleeding hearts talaga or may mga tao talaga genuinely concerned. Pero, kailangan bang ICC dito? Hindi po kasi court ang ICC in the conventional sense. Hindi tayo pwedeng umapila sa ICC kapag hindi natin nakuha, let's say, ang tamang judgment dito sa RTC natin. It's not part of our legal system. It is and it requires the countries to waive their own sovereignty or jurisdiction, a portion of their sovereignty, in order to appear there. Like and share, sabi ni Sir PI. Sabi ni ano ba? yung ni Junel, yung leader si Joma, di nila ma-investigate na legit na may crimes against humanity. Pero tiklop sila, matagal ng issue NPA, pero tiklop bibig nila. But the NPA kasi is not a country. Para ma-bring up ito din sa ICC, they have to have some kind of status as a sovereign or as a body that would fall under international law. So, halimbawa, in the International Court of Justice, that's sa ICJ, countries lang po or organizations that are so big that they cover so many countries and so on. They meron silang tinatawag na parang character of a sovereign state. Pero dito, hindi natin kinikilala ang NPA because once you recognize that, they acquire certain rights. So, hindi po talaga pwede yan. Hindi dapat natin iniimbestigahan yan dahil baka tumaas pa yung status. At least not dun sa ICC. Unless, yun nga, yung person or persons na yon are charged individually, pwede yan sa ICC. Pero wag NPA, yung mga tao. Sabi ni Ma'am Eva, si Tatay Digong lang talaga gusto nila paimbestigahan sa ICC kasi pakiramdam nila banta si Tatay Digong sa kasalukuyan na administrasyon lalo na sa droga. Well, wala naman po tayong, I guess that's your opinion. I think that it's more like because he's a game changer. Sabi ni PI, in effect, parang sinasabi nila may pakialam pa ang ICC kasi dapat kasi outright wag na nilang pansinin yan. Madaming dapat i-investigate ang ICC, sabi ni Ma'am Fernandina. Bakit dito namimilit pumasok kasi may hidden agenda sila. Actually, hindi na nga masyadong hidden. Guguluhin nila ang Pilipinas. Correct. So, isa pa yon, pagka we're discussing it, tandaan po na ang ginagamit ng ICC dito ay hearsay evidence. Ngayon, kaya nila gustong pumasok dito ay para makausap ng direkta yung mga witnesses kasi nga otherwise may problema sila. Walang basihan at masyado na silang mahahalata. Sabi ni Tony Baldo, paano naman ang mga namatay na staff, pwede rin bang ipa-imbestigahan? Hindi ba meron nga mga kaso doon sa ombudsman? And yeah, iniimbestigahan naman 'yan. May report nga si di ba? Si General Magalong at the time. Sabi ni Ronilo, protect FPRRD, ingat sa biyahe, I'm watching you from Abu Dhabi. Watching from Doha si Jackie Gani. Sabi ni Rain Cloud, we have to understand Digong is never been an ally of PBBM, Sarah, yes. Well, that's a good distinction. You're right about that, I think. Ay, hindi. Hindi. Marcos ally si Presidente Duterte when he was president because remember, Senator Amy was a supporter of President Duterte. So it's not that simple po. I disagree with that. Okay? So, maraming salamat. It's short lang. 20 minutes lang to. And we'll discuss more on this. Pero ito lang aspeto na to ang gusto ko sanang i-discuss. So, maraming salamat sa lahat ng sumubaybay, sa nag-like at nag-share, at sa mga nagre-reklamo sa audio. Pasensya na po. Sige, ano na natin to. We'll have a more extensive discussion later on the other aspects of the ICC. Maraming salamat sa lahat.